There's an airplane flying overhead. I'm going to drink some lime-flavored cleaning fluid and by Bud Light. I don't know really what I'm going to talk about here, or how to say it, I guess. But I'm using up the last of the ice that I had in my drink to bring this video to you, and I've talked about this a couple of times. I have these SIM cards. This is a 64 gigabyte SanDisk Ultra. And of course, I have 3 of them. 4. Probably 4. Maybe more than that, actually. But, this is the one for my laptop. There's one in the camera. There's one in my other camera. And then there's one in my computer right now. And oddly, something symbolic of the work I do, I can tell you I have hundreds of videos to film. I think my record is 40 videos in one day. That's not including video shorts. The record for that is around 45 at the moment. So I've done a lot of videos. All right. But what would be the optimum point in terms of efficiency is if I were using both cameras and I had one of these cards in my computer and my computer is rendering, and then I had one of these in my laptop and my laptop was rendering, and I was putting videos on both cameras. Before I go any further, let me remind you, of course, that for every 1,000 subscribers I do purchase one of these bracelets here from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. It's across all 6 of my channels. So if you want me to be able to make this world better for you, you need to comment, like, and subscribe. I mean, look, it's a big world out there, and we need to do something every day to make it better. And if we all don't do something every day to make it better, then it won't get any better, because there's a lot of people out there trying to make it worse. All right? Any case, I keep losing my job. It's one of those things. I mean, with my current job, I guess I kind of have 2 jobs. And one of them, they call me, they say, we may have work for you. But I have a very distinctive look, and that's not what they're looking for. They don't need fat people. So that job is one where it's like, okay, if we don't have anybody else, we're going to call you. All right? And then my other job, I think they're saying, we don't really want you back, but if you weasel your way into a position, you might get that position. So I'm trying to weasel every now and again. And that's the world I live in. It sucks. So if I could make a living on YouTube, which I can't, I would. Not because I like it, but because my other options are far less fun. I mean, it is reasonably fun for me to be sitting at my computer watching movies and reviewing them for my primary channel. It is reasonably fun for me to be able to sit here and have a drink and talk about what's on my mind. It is reasonably fun for me to, write letters to politicians and friends and talk about my day on those. I have a channel where I'm supposed to be doing that. It's reasonably fun for me to read books and review them. I have a channel for that, so on and so forth. But, These things don't make me money, which is why I don't do them. If it was like, okay, if you don't read a book today, you're leaving money on the table, right? Well, then I'd be reading that book, all right? I mean, I have a channel where I read children's books, and children's books don't take long. And it's like, yeah, I can get books for free. I can go to the library, and I can literally just walk over to a shelf, count out 40 books, slap them down on the counter and say, okay, this is what I'm going to read this week. Then I can come back here, I can sit at my desk, and I can read every one of those books, walk in here, film a review, and then, within maybe 24 hours, be right back at the library dropping them off because I'm done with them. That is something I can do. But I wouldn't make any money at it. So it's not really a thing. Theoretically, I need to focus on where I'm at my strongest, which is my main channel. And I tell you, I'm working on that, but it's not easy. And then eventually I get done with that, and hopefully the success from that will splash over. But I mean, right now it looks like YouTube shorts are great for building your channel. Every channel where I'm building shorts, I am getting more subscribers, and subscribers are good. It's not great because I'm not getting the watch hours or the views I need to become monetized, but the numbers going in the right direction. So at least there's that. I need to keep producing long form content. I need to keep making videos. And it's just one of those things is like, yes, if I were in what I call full production mode, what it is every time one of these cards gets filled up, that's when it comes out of the camera, that's when it goes into a computer, and that's when I start rendering. And if it were such a case, as I still have files to render in that computer when the next card fills up, that is when I'm supposed to pull out my second rendering bay and just start rendering. I mean, there's no possibility, I can tell you this right now, there's no possibility that I am ever going to need two computers for running shorts, because the time it takes to render a short is too short for me to turn to a second computer, and the program I use for rendering shorts doesn't need enough power to interfere with anything else I would be doing. Okay, I will make the statement that all this sitting in front of the computer is definitely bad for my eyesight, and I need to get out of the house more. But when I'm not making money, what am I going to do to get out of the house? I mean, one of those things I would like to do is I would like to get a season pass to my nearest amusement park and go there every weekend, walk around, have fun, review things. And, when I'm done, I have reviews for that park. Spend a full year there, try to go on every ride, try to do as much as possible. Then, the next year, go out there, let me get another amusement park. Okay, get another season pass to that. I would like to go to theater. I'd like to go to the Pantages and the Amundsen, but I don't have the money. Those tickets are expensive, and I really don't even have anybody to ask to go with me. Not having the best of days. I mean, I could find people, don't get me wrong. It isn't uncommon for me to go to a restaurant and actually have the chick at the counter flirt with me. Now, I mean, that might need to happen 100 times before I get one that says yes, but normally once they say yes, you've got somebody you can call every now and again. So, that's one of those. And I'm not talking about waitresses either. I am talking about, I went to a Hawaiian barbecue, and after I had paid my money and was waiting for my meal, the chick at the counter shook her boobs at me. Which is generally, she's like, hey, this guy's not bad looking. She may have been tired and thought I had money, which could have explained it. hey, woman, we'll accept a face like mine if there's money involved, but that's not the point. The point is, if I had the means by which to go out and have a good time, I could find people to have a good time with. It's not impossible. It's just not easy. Anyway, so that was just a moment when I talked about my cards today. I thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard. Roar! Danger Ducky says if you don't comment, like, and subscribe, it'd be unbearable!